I'd like to ask about the moves of our employees. One, I understand Donna Larson is moving to our office. Dan Martin's going downstairs. Cindy Dumar is going to the senior citizens, and Molly is going over to the court. I'd like to know, Supervisor, how are you moving her to the court, because it's not in the budget? There's no position in that budget yet.
All I'm doing is moving them for training.
You're moving them
I'm
for
not
training.
moving anybody permanent to anything.
Tell me how you came up with those 4 people. And who's
I'm
gonna...
sorry?
How did you come up with those 4 girls? How did you choose those 4?
Because they all have the same classification.
No, they
And I
don't.
can train them.
No, they don't.
They all do the same job.
No, they don't. Donna Larson is an account specialist. She is not a typist. Her job duties are totally different. And when she's out of the highway, who's going to do her job? Because we have, when we did the budget for the courts, we took out a senior typist. We are supposed to put a typist in, but that has to be posted. That can't be done until February when she retires. Once it's posted, it was supposed to be a lateral move. And why we did that is in your budget, you were laying off a couple of our employees. So that was supposed to be a lateral move, but that position has to be posted. So you can't just take one of these girls and put them there. The position's not there yet. And Donna Larson is not a typist. And I also understand that you're changing the time. She has an MOA signed by the union, and she works 7 to 3. There's no way you can change her time without negotiating with the union. We were not apprised of this. I just want to know what's going on. Molly is the most loved person at the senior center. And I'm asking this because I had at least 50 calls on Molly. So I would like you to explain to me, if not to the rest of the board, why are we doing this?
Mr. Supervisor?
No, I asked the supervisor, not Mr. Gadlowski. I asked the supervisor.
Listen,
Wait a
you
minute,
can
excuse
ask
me.
all you want, but I'm saying to the supervisor and to the board, you have been officially served with grievances by the union. It would be inappropriate for this board to discuss this item in the open forum until we have... Come on! You know the process.
So there is no answer. Obviously, there's no answer.
you have
My
the
next
answer.
question.
You don't like it?
My next question. When are we going to get resumes to look at to hire a lawyer's firm? We have no our lawyers. We have one lawyer here, Joe. We need to hire a firm. When are we going to sit down as a board to go through the process of looking at the different lawyers that are submitting to us?
Did anybody submit any?
Yes, they did.
One.
Okay, so
We
but
need
that.
to get 3 of them. We're going to look at them.
Well,
That's what when
I
we
got
get
another one
time, we're
yesterday.
you
gonna...
got another one yesterday? So we
Yeah.
need 3, and then we're gonna sit down as a board and decide?
Yes.
Okay. And the EMS board that on January 1st, we need to get an ambulance service provider here for Rotterdam. Did you look into the charter? Did you look into anything for us, Joe?
I found the statute. The statute needs to be updated. You have to give me some direction on where you want to go as far as the members that will serve on that board. There is some obsolete organization referred to, and there's also a charter, which the town clerk's office does not have, nor does anyone
Mr.
else.
Carly, I put an envelope on your desk
You found the charter?
after going through thousands of records. After a discussion at the agenda meeting, I was able to get my hands on that document. You have it. Oh, you have it on your desk to review?
We have the charter, so I will review it and report back to you.
Okay, well, I gave this to you at the last meeting. These are the members. You have to take out the White Eagle Squad. I'm asking on here to amend the code in the membership, include the two members of the community that are chosen by the majority of the board, schedule a public hearing, hold the hearing, and adopt the law. Then we make the appointments, and then we obtain the recommendations and make decisions based on the board and the town board working together. So I'll give this to you again.
What about the Rotterdam Volunteer Emergency Medical Corps?
That's
That's
not
no
there.
longer in existence, is it?
No, that's not in existence.
Okay, so there's 2 entities that no longer exist.
So I ask that in our next agenda meeting, that the board sits down, we decide who will take their places the public, and we go forward with this so we can get an ambulance service provided for Rotterdam.
Are you requesting 2 substitute organizations to replace the 2 obsolete organizations, or are you requesting
right
just
now-
members to
right
fill
now,
1,
you
2,
could-
4, 5, and 6?
I'm asking for this to be brought up in our agenda meeting, that we all discuss, we come to an agreement who's on this board to replace them. But I do want two members of the community that is actually through the whole board, and we all agreed on them, to be on this. We need to get this going. We need to get this going.
Okay, are you going to provide me with the names to put in the proposed local law, or do you want to put blanks in there?
We put
For
blanks
the
in.
purposes of preparing the
Yes.
local law?
Yes. Thank you, that's all I have.
I have something real quick. I want to know, I agree with Mrs. DeLeva regarding these moves that are going on. And I'm not saying that Mr. Godlewski is incorrect, but Mr. Godlewski is not our attorney. Our attorney sits here. If there's a legal opinion on whether or not this can be discussed, I would like to hear that from our attorney.
We talked to our labor attorney the other day, Mr. Calder, and we revised that. Okay, Mr. McCarty is not a labor attorney.
Can I see that in writing?
Neither are you, Mr. Godlewski.
Well, I'm only telling you, we had a discussion, Mr. Calder, and I'm sorry you don't believe it.
I would like to see that opinion in writing. Do you have that opinion in writing?
I do not have it in writing,
Okay.
but you can call Mr. Goldberg, and I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing.
Last time I called Mr. Goldberg, he had a problem talking to me because he didn't want to get involved, so I would like that in a written letter, a written opinion from Mr. Goldberg. Berger, I'm sorry.
Anybody else? Anything else under discussion?
I don't know, is there anything else?
Yes, there's one thing. I would like to apologize to our 4 employees, because we don't have an answer for you, and I really apologize for that.
We can talk on the matter later, or?
Yes,
Okay.
you got public
Heard it
hearing here.
before, okay.
Yeah,